What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back for a recap of Real Housewives of Potomac. This is for part 3 of the reunion, and this is season 7, I believe. Child, y'all was supposed to get this video a couple of days ago. I had started watching part 3 of the reunion, and I was so bored. I was like, ooh, let's just put it on DC, because the reunion was so stagnant. It didn't really get lit, honey, until Chris Bassett came out there. So, honey, that's pretty much where we're gonna start. Wendy, you really disgusted me, and I go up for you, Wendy. Miss Wendy Osefo, disgusted with you. And y'all wonder why these light-skinned women on this show don't take colorism seriously. We gonna get to why they don't take it seriously. We gonna start off with Candiace. We'll work our way to Wendy, and then we'll go back to Chris. I'm only gonna be discussing what was important, because a lot of it just wasn't important, and they was dragging it out, and honey, it was just too much, honey, for Miss Robinson. So let's get to it. Before I get to Candiace, I will say this about Andy Cohen. He was a lot different towards Candiace this reunion than any other reunion. Normally it seems like he's like attacking her. And, you know, he was shady a few times during this reunion. But I really noticed that he allowed Candiace to speak. He allowed Candiace to really express herself, to really articulate herself on behalf of her husband and all the allegations that Giselle accused him of, you know, being inappropriate with her. Not so much being inappropriate with her in the room, but just asking, I guess, to go to her room. And it's not that Chris did anything Giselle felt uncomfortable. That's what it boils down to. The man did nothing. But I was all the way here for Andy Cohen allowing Candiace to be angry, allow her to be hurt. He didn't even jump in, like when Ashley and Mia began like trying to help Giselle while Candiace was reading Giselle for filth. She sat up there and looked at her and said, "Girl, you sit up here with your white looking self, and you already know that people are basically gonna take your side with this whole situation with you and Chris because of how you look. A woman that looks like me would not get taken all that seriously when it comes to situations like this." And it's unfortunate, but I'm with Candiace. She is right. Giselle has a lot of privilege on this show. She is the favorite for what, though? Like, for doing nothing, no storyline, no husband, constantly attacking everybody's husband. Okay? She treated Wendy like shit this past season. Treated her like in a very dismissive way. It was like nasty. I'm not at all saying that Giselle had to be best friends with Wendy, but be respectful and stop treating her in a way of, oh, I hate her because she spoke up to me and she dogged me out and got me together. Like, no. Whatever Wendy said to you, you needed to hear it. You needed some boundaries. You needed to be threatened. Okay? You needed to hear that, Giselle. That way you would leave that lady alone about her husband and what he's doing and what he's not doing. And it's so funny. Robyn is the one over there getting cheated on. Why are you not putting her stuff out there? And I know y'all gonna say, well, that's her friend. So what? Y'all are being dishonest. Y'all are playing in our face. Y'all not sharing y'all real life. You or Robyn. You helped her hide this situation with Juan, and I feel like you should be disciplined too. So let's get back to Candiace reading Giselle for filth, and you got stupid Mia and stupid Ashley. Oh, you can't say that to her. Here go Mia. Oh, well, she's a black woman. You're being mean. That's rude. Here go Ashley. Oh, we just got done talking about colorism for 2 minutes. Okay, and y'all go right back to acting. You know how y'all been acting, just like Andy said. Y'all know how to bump cootie cats together, but y'all can't get along. Make that make sense. And Wendy, you need to stop doing that. Stop doing all this sexual stuff with these women. Stop being so, like, desperate for their approval. You really have changed, because the Wendy that first came on this show, I don't know, you guys, it just seemed like she was about something. She was reminding us every 5 minutes why she had them degrees. Now it's like, yeah, I'm going to stand on this, but yeah, I want to apologize so I could get back in with the light-skinned girls. That way they'll film with me, instead of standing on what you believe in. You couldn't even have Candiace's back. You of all people, you the darkest woman in that group. And you try to check Candiace. You join Ashley and Mia. And you try to come to the defense of a woman that wanted nothing to do with you. Giselle, how despicable. You are giving Monique Samuels tease. I hate Giselle, and she ain't this, and she ain't got no man, and you say all the same stuff Monique say, but you still want to be good with her. You still kind of want to be her friend. You still want to film with her. You still, wanted them kids to come to Robyn's event. Okay? I know that she turned Robyn down, but that shouldn't have made you so upset. But she invited everybody else's kids and forgot about mine. Consider it a blessing. Look at how this woman treats you. You are disposable, Wendy, to Robyn and Giselle. How dare you? And let me get you together, Wendy. I am a light-skinned woman myself. Okay? Giselle is a bit lighter than me, but nevertheless, we all in the light-skinned family, right? Let me tell you something. When someone like Candiace takes a stand and speaks on colorism, you are there to back her up, since you claim it's colorism and favoritism within this group. You back her up. I don't give a damn if she's wrong. You back her up. And the fact it just took you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You sitting up here trying to chastise Candiace in front of these women. Trying to come to the defense of Giselle. I had to rewind it several times, guys. I couldn't believe it. I guess I can believe it because a lot of your other behavior, Wendy, it just didn't make sense this season, you know? But I was just like, are you serious? And she really thought she was doing something. Carlos, you better check your girl. Okay, I know Carlos, I still haven't seen his review yet. I can't wait to check it out. Because, honey, when I tell you he be breaking the girls down and putting them in lowest terms, okay? I was just so disgusted by that. I like what Candiace said to Wendy. I understand what I imply, because Wendy tried to mention, yeah, you mentioned her white skin and, you know, she's black, and so what? You know what she meant. Okay? And I love that Candiace stood in her shiggity and said, I said what I said, and I'm not changing it, and I don't apologize. And I am all the way here for that type of honesty. Y'all go get enough of trying to take up and cape for people that don't even care about you. You think that Giselle care if you on this show, Wendy? You think Robyn cares? Do you think Mia cares? Mia don't even care about her 30-year friendship with her friend. Okay? On a lighter note, I love that Andy played Candiace's song Insecure, and he kind of ended the reunion with playing that. I was crying. I am so proud of Candiace for being on this platform, not using it in vain, not taking it for granted, not just resting on your laurels like, oh, I've made it and I ain't got to do nothing else. Thank you, sis, for your hard work. Thank you for trying to hold certain castmates accountable. Thank you. It's appreciated. And Andy seemed proud of Candiace. I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your teeth. But I think that Andy, he really likes that Insecure song by Candiace because he was jamming and, the other girls was dancing, honey. But, Giselle wasn't even doing a two-step because she ain't nothing but a hater, okay, with her non-talent having behind. So Chris comes out and addresses Giselle, rightfully so. And he got her ass together, and I was here for it. You could hear the pain and hurt and disappointment in his voice. He said he has had to explain himself to his family. He has lost business, which means he has lost money, okay, due to your little fake Me Too complaint, Giselle, okay, that you could have kept to yourself. That was a whole bunch of bullshiggity because you waited for like 5 or 6 months until the cameras were rolling to bring this storyline to the forefront because you have nothing else going on. All you do is hide your real life like Robyn, okay? Giselle kept cutting Chris off. She kept saying, yeah, but this is what happened. And then Chris was like, are you going to let me speak? Because she kept trying to play the victim. Andy was not buying it. I'm not buying it. You all are not buying it. It was a fake storyline for a fake woman that has a lot of privilege. Because she's on the Real Housewives of Thailand with Portia and Candiace and the rest of them white women. She shouldn't have been there. She doesn't even bring enough to this show to be allowed to do that. Why do you have first chair? You bring nothing to the show but your daughters and that ex of yours that can't keep it in his pants. Okay, Mr. Jamal Bryant. And then you try to add Cal to this ridiculous story. Cal is what, her best friend? Well, Cal had, what did she say? Something about Chris saw Cal leave. So, like she was really trying to paint this story of Chris wanting to be alone with her. Chris took advantage of the fact that, Cal had went home for the night. Giselle mentioned, yeah, I said we could talk in my room because, my team is in there. As soon as you saw your team was not in there, you should have went to the hall with Chris, like he said. He mentioned that, hey, I will leave the door open. Okay? But no, Giselle, that wasn't good enough for you. You still wanted to paint this picture and stick to the narrative that this man was inappropriate to you or with you. You called him a sneaky link. To me, they didn't lay into her good enough because there was just so many different things on the show that she said to try to make Chris look bad. She tried to discredit his side of the story. And to me, you discredited his side of the story when you said things on the show like, oh, he wanted to talk to me about Candiace and he was complaining about his wife. And then you put it with the, well, many married men have tried me. And you have this image of yourself as this Vanessa Williams knockoff. Okay, you don't even look as good as Vanessa, honey. Okay, Vanessa's body is just way better than yours. Her face is prettier. Her soul is prettier. I'm pretty sure Vanessa Williams, honey, wouldn't get caught up in none of this bullshiggity that you're doing because she actually has talent. And no wonder you're cool with Portia. Okay? Because she over there on the Breakfast Club calling Tamron Hall, I'm sorry, she said Tamron Hall was not a journalist, and that is exactly what Tamron Hall is. Like, make it make sense. She's more of a journalist than you will ever be, Portia. Remember when you used to be on Dish Nation? Okay, like y'all are birds of a feather. Birds of a feather flock together. That's why you cool with mediocre Robyn too. Okay? Like these chicks on these shows, you guys, they not real. That's why I could see right through them. Andy asked Gordon, how does it feel, or how did it feel to go through Mia's health scare on television? I was shocked that Gordon had so much emotion for Mia. In my opinion, they got together in a very superficial way. He was already married. And he actually had a tear come out for Mia. He said it was difficult because, every week, it's like he didn't know what was going on with her health. He had so many unanswered questions. He felt like at one point, she could die and the children would be without their mother. Like he really felt bad. And that actually felt like a real genuine moment from this fake show that we are watching. Okay. But Gordon, let me say this. I think that you need to get Mia in therapy if you really care about her the way you put out there on this reunion. You was all in your feelings and upset about her health. But what about her mental health? And what about all this pathological lying that she does? Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's not normal. So she may need a pill or two to kick that habit. So I would go and get that checked out. Like people be killing me worried about their physical health, but not their mental health, not their emotional health. They won't go and figure out why they need to keep lying and keep up appearances. And mental health is important. And Mia has some mental health issues. Okay, take it from me. Trust. Let's get to Ray and Karen's part. Ray said that he was disappointed in all of the women and how they were coming at Karen, all the lying that Charisse was doing. Andy asked him, well, what about the affairs and, that Karen was accused of? Ray said he ain't worried about that. He don't even believe the stuff. It's too far-fetched. Mia tried to add some tacky story to it. Well, a family member told me, and I can't say who the person is. Like, if you can't put a name to it or on it like, girl, we can't take you seriously, Mia. This is what we're talking about. And Karen, next season, if Mia is still on this show, you need to know she is not your friend and you don't need to be filming with her, because she got to this reunion and threw you all the way under the bus over there siding with Giselle. And like, it just seemed like Giselle is the main one that she cares about. Maybe her and Robyn. The rest of y'all, Mia don't see it for, okay? So Andy gets on Robyn about all of this bullshiggity with Juan and, the Coppin state, claims. Y'all know what they are. Basically, Robyn says that, what Juan is being accused of is not true. Juan, acted in the best interest of everybody. I don't believe it. Okay, even Andy, he didn't seem convinced as well. Robyn, you are an idiot. You had a cheating clause in your prenuptial agreement. You didn't double down on it. After this man has already cheated on you in the past, and he cheated on you right before y'all got married, and you still went on and married him, and you didn't even put the clause in the agreement. Like, girl, what are you doing? Just hustling backwards. You then finally got your financial situation together, and you still out here just doing stupid stuff when it comes to wine. You keep turning a blind eye. You're allowing this man to disrespect you, dishonor you, and you keep rewarding him for his bad behavior. That's like what you're doing. Like, he's really gonna act a fool and turn into a Chucky doll. Like, he really gonna be cheating and clowning on you. And it's just like, at this point, you got low self-esteem too. Like, you guys, when y'all watch these shows, just sit up and watch what some of these women put up with. And that will show you the level of their self-esteem. Okay, don't pay attention to the lashes and the fake hair that they wear and the money that is in their bank account. Just look right into their personal life and see all of what they are putting up with just to say they have a man. Because Robyn, at this point, you could do bad all by your damn self. You over there with Juan looking like a clown. I also thought it was very interesting that Robyn said that Juan doesn't like what they do on the show, all the drama with the women, and, they always coming for each other's men, and he don't like it. And how long you been on this show? And this show helped you all get out of debt, get a brand new house. He better get to liking it and stop embarrassing you. Like, where's the accountability? How dare he say he don't like the show and what y'all do on it? Without it, he wouldn't have a place to live. Okay? Because Robyn said, honey, she the one bringing in all the coins. Okay? Juan over there turning a blind eye at his job. Okay, and it was so funny. Andy was like, oh, Juan is not joining us again. Yeah, he had to work. Girl, he ain't at work. Okay, if he working anything, he working that D up in somebody else. Okay, how you doing? Girl, stop playing. Like, even Andy, I think he's kind of getting to the point with Robyn, like, girl, you need to be demoted. We'll see, though, Andy. We'll see if you hold any of these people accountable, because I feel like both her and Giselle need to either be demoted or just flat out fired, because they literally at this point don't bring nothing to the show but a whole bunch of chaos, drama, and confusion. And I told y'all, God is not the author of confusion. Giselle and Robyn is on this show. Okay, and you can add Wendy to that, and Mia to that, and Ashley to that, and Karen to that too. Okay? In my opinion, Candiace is the only one this season that really carried herself with grace, integrity. The only thing I don't like what Candiace did was showing her cootie cat to the girls. I didn't like that. Do not do that with people you don't trust. Do not do that with people you are accusing of colorism. Because all they gonna do is be like, well, all we gotta do is drink some tequila with her, honey. And, you know, they look colorism claims, honey. They will be, you know, right out the window. We ain't even gotta take what her or Wendy say seriously. Because all we gotta do is get drunk and show our cootie cats, honey, to the girls. And all will be forgiven. So you can't do all of that with them. If you feel offended by something, you gotta stand in it. Okay? You can't cry wolf. Y'all heard of the story of the little boy that cried wolf? Can't do it. Gotta stand on something for people to take you seriously. I'm sorry, I like you a little bit, Charisse, but you was looking like Holiday Heart. Okay? You was. I did not like that hair. I liked her dress, but I don't know if her midsection is together, honey, enough to wear that dress. But her hair, it just should have been like down or something. Like the color and the ponytail, it was just way too much. So they get to discussing Charisse attending Karen's mom's funeral. So Charisse is maintaining that it was a genuine gesture. Meanwhile, Karen still feels like, you know, she used that to get back on the show in some type of way. Because remember, she had said Charisse brought it up on the show. So she didn't feel like it was genuine because Charisse brought it up. Andy said that he and Bravo asked for Charisse to come back this season. And Andy said, we did not ask Charisse to come back to the show to attack you. Somebody told her to do something. Somebody put a battery in her back. And then Andy says to Karen, I could see, though, why you would feel that way. And Karen was like, oh, I didn't feel that way. And I know that, you know, you all asked her to come back. No, you didn't, Karen. Like, the unnecessary lying that you be doing, honey. Look, maybe you and Mia do need to stay friends because both of y'all be just lying for no reason. You did feel attacked, Karen. Stand in it. It is what it is. And it's fine because Charisse was coming hard. I can't say that Charisse was genuine, you guys, because it don't matter if you take time out of your day to go to somebody's mother's funeral. It really don't matter, especially if you come back to the show spreading all these rumors talking about they sleeping with this person and that person. Karen is married. The things that you are saying are very damaging and could destroy her marriage. And if her and Ray have an open marriage, that's between them. So what I'm trying to say to you all is what Charisse is talking about, it has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. I have had many of people do nice things for me. But as it turned out, honey, guess what? And they was here, you know what? I was crying on their shoulder, right? And they still backstab me. So people will lay down some fertilizer with you. They will, do nice gestures like attend your mom's funeral. They could, take you out to dinner several times. They could pay a bill for you. They could do a lot of things to you and still backstab you. Behavior reflects intentions. All that matters is what Charisse ended up doing when she got back on this show. She also mentioned that Karen invited her to several events. They mentioned that Charisse is at all the women's events and she's friends with all the girls on the show. Whether she's on the show or not, she's at their events. Okay, I give you that, Charisse. Right? You basically casted this show. So you want to be good, with the girls. We give you that. But what else? Like, what else do you bring to the table? Where is your storyline? Because all y'all do on Potomac is spread lies, spread rumors, attack certain people. Giselle be putting a battery up in people's back, and she wants the girls fighting. That way she could sit back and watch and eat her popcorn. Y'all do the same thing season after season. And if y'all go come back and do what y'all just did this season, y'all could keep this show. For real. This show stopped being real. Honestly, it seemed like once Monique left, that following season is like, that's when it started to go downhill, honestly. And this is not to praise Monique, because she was fake too, okay? And violent and a liar, okay? Like, she had her issues too. So that ain't no compliment to her, but something happened like when season 5 shut down. And I think that was one of their biggest seasons. That was the fight with Monique and Candiace. Now, really quickly, they got on Karen for inviting Charisse to her, 55th birthday. She said that her assistant, Matt, invited Charisse. But Matt called you, Karen, and said, can she come? You said yes. So, I'm with Andy. Like, if you didn't like Charisse like that, why was she invited to that? Why was she invited to your Bloomingdale's event? Like... make it make sense, so I don't know, you guys. I think that Karen does not trust Charisse, and I understand why Karen doesn't trust Charisse, but I also feel like Karen is a liar. Okay, like there's some truth somewhere that we don't know nothing about as it pertains to Karen and Charisse. Did you just invite her because you felt like I'm already inviting all the other girls, from Potomac to my events? Like, if you didn't like her, I get why you don't like her now, because now all she's doing is, spreading all these rumors on you. And then, Charisse, I didn't like that you said that Karen was having sex in the bathroom with a worker. You're claiming that, you said that because she talked really badly about you, so it wasn't even true? Like, girl, you was reaching. That's too down in the gutter, honey, for me. I would never forgive Charisse after that. It would be done. Let's get to Mia and Jacqueline. So Jacqueline exposes Mia for lying about being with her mother on Mother's Day. I guess she had some text from her mother saying that that wasn't true. And Mia was like, yeah, we were on the phone, but we were on FaceTime. Like, it's always lies with you, Mia, and semantics. And like I said, Gordon needs to focus on your mental health. I think Gordon and Mia have a very superficial relationship. Everything is about sex. And hell, you screwed her while you was married, Gordon. Like, y'all just don't have no morals, values, ethics, decorum, nothing. Like, you can't have any, Gordon. You can't, have it dealing with a woman like Mia that just lies about everything. Even Andy was like, wow, you lied about that? Jacqueline brought up the fact that he don't be knowing Mia's whereabouts. I guess Jacqueline went and had, lunch with a ex-boyfriend's mother, and she got upset about it, didn't know where she was. So Andy asks Mia, is there anything else, you want to pull out of your bedazzled box? And Mia puts it away. No, it's a lot of papers in there. I don't want to go there. Girl, you ain't got nothing else, so you need to quit. I guess Gordon thought that she was having brunch with her ex-boyfriend. She probably was. And Gordon, honey, I don't want to hear about you worried about Mia maybe cheating on you, because what goes around comes right back around. Okay? You cheated on her, you cheated on your wife while you got with Mia. Like, so now you worried that Mia may be cheating on you, sir? Like, have several seats. Okay? How you get with people? Okay? How you get with people, it counts. That's karma. Okay? So she probably is out here, messing with another man. And you really can't say nothing because look at what you did to your ex-wife. Okay? Andy asked Jacqueline, is she sleeping with married men? She said no. Mia laughs and still accuses Jacqueline of sleeping with married men. She says she owns her ish of messing with Gordon while he was married. Mia and Jacqueline both admitted that they never had sex with each other, and I guess Gordon, he never had sex with any of Mia's friends either. He said there was no penetration. Andy wanted to get to the bottom of Peter's ex-girlfriend, and I guess Mia was sleeping with the girl and Gordon was just touching her. Child, make it make sense. Did y'all see all that bullshiggity between Mia, Gordon, and Peter Thomas? And Peter was saying he didn't know Mia and G like that, and they spoke out, and G was so hurt. You done been to my kids' birthday parties. You done been here with us. How dare you say we not friends, okay? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? So funny. Shout out to War. Ciao. Jacqueline read Mia when she said, I still have a home and you do not. Because I guess Mia was telling the girls, honey, Jacqueline's home was foreclosed. Okay, it was going into foreclosure. Now, Jacqueline said Mia never gave her any money. I doubt that. That just seems like a lie. So, as it turns out, since Mia is such a liar, they never bought Jacqueline a Porsche. Like, you're lying about these things that you don't even need to lie about, Mia. That's how I know you got some mental health issues, boo-boo. So Mia tells Andy, well, Jacqueline needed a story. Jacqueline said, oh, did I need a story or did you need a story? Mia, you're on the show, girl. You needed a story. Okay. Child, Mia got to saying that it was Gordon, honey, who told Jacqueline to get an EIN. I'm like, well, what does that have to do with anything? Well, she wants to be a boss. She wants to be an entrepreneur. He encouraged you to, go into entrepreneurship. Robyn and Candiace asked, would these two ladies be, mending their relationship? And they both said no. Y'all shouldn't have asked that. They don't need to mend anything. The friendship is done. Once y'all done admitted that this person lied, this person ain't a CEO, this person really didn't buy this person's car. Like, once, the friendship get down and dirty and ugly and like all on the first floor. Okay, once it get real first floor, the relationship is over. You don't have to ask about if they are gonna work anything out. Robyn, you're used to being in toxic relationships, so you don't know when stuff is over. Okay, you on your Lenny Kravitz. It ain't over till it's over. But that bullshiggity with you and Juan, it need to be over. Okay, stop playing with us, Robyn. So Robyn actually did have her parents there at her wedding. Giselle said she felt left out of Robyn's wedding. Girl, I don't know why. Robyn said, the wedding was just the way she wanted it, just with her and Juan and, a few relatives. Girl, you embarrassed and ashamed of the relationship and marriage that you have. That's why you didn't want nobody there, because you knew you already had all them skeletons, honey, up in your closet. I thought it was so interesting when Giselle got to saying about Karen, she had no proof about Juan, being inappropriate with a woman. I was like, child. And the way Bravo was playing the whole situation with Robyn, like zooming in on her 2 weeks later, Juan was, being inappropriate with a woman online. He cheated on Robyn and Charles. Like, Giselle and Robyn just made themselves look foolish. You look like liars. All of y'all look like liars, except for maybe Candiace. But, like, just everybody has been caught lying. Ashley, your whole storyline in life with and after Michael is a lie. Like, child, a lie don't care who tell it. That should be the name of the show. Karen brings up the fact that Juan did not sexually assault her, but he does need to watch his hands, when he's, hugging women. I guess this happened some years back. She had already talked to Ray about it, and Ray, comforted her about the situation. So last but not least, let's get to the Watch What Happens live interview between Andy and Robyn. And basically, Andy was not buying anything that Robyn was saying about Juan paying this woman's hotel bill. And Robyn, you are stupid if you think that man paid that bill and he didn't hit it first. Okay, I believe he had sex with that woman. You tried to make it look like, oh, she was just, coming from out of town, and you threw the Baltimore Ravens player into it to throw the whole situation off. She mentioned that, the lady mentioned she was with some other man, and you made it look like she was going to see that man. Child, goodbye. She was there to screw your man, girl. Okay? Like, stop playing with us, Robyn. And you keep defending Juan, just like Andy said. Do you ever get sick and tired of defending him? Robyn said, well, I don't feel like I'm defending him. I feel like I have to defend our relationship. Well, you wouldn't have to keep defending y'all relationship if this nigga would show up to the reunion and participate and cooperate. Okay, and they need to start making it mandatory that he attend the reunion with you. Okay, Juan, honey, he just wants you for your money at this point, Robyn. He just wants you for the opportunities. And he knows he get to cheat on you. Ladies, like, these men will marry you. They will walk down the aisle with you. But as long as they know they could have you and another woman, they gonna do what they do. And, she done made it so easy and comfortable for Juan, She is, you guys, disgusting. And Robyn is a beautiful woman, but with low self-esteem. Okay? She doesn't know her worth. Robyn mentioned she was waiting on the other ladies to bring up Juan's infidelity, specifically Karen. And Andy said, well, why was you waiting on them? Why you didn't just share your life? You're on a reality show. Why you didn't just share the hiccups you and Juan had, before this wedding? And, Robyn has said, well, why would I do that? We had already worked through it. Do y'all think she gonna be fired? Put it in the comments. Do you think she's gonna be demoted? Put it in the comments. She needs to be disciplined. She really does. Robyn also mentioned on the Watch What Happens live special that she came for Karen. The way that she did with that picture of Karen, I guess, being out with another man because she felt like Karen was trying to come for her relationship with Juan. But girl, Karen was right about her tea on you, girl. Okay, your man is he's cheating. He's stepping out. He's being disrespectful towards you, Robyn, and you putting up with it, sis. That's all I got, y'all. That's all I got. Okay, that's all I care to talk about. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.